Spider back again in my kitchen, and today we are going to be making some fudge. It's so easy, it's so quick, and it is oh so delicious. With a lot of options for variation, I think you guys are going to love it. So let's hop right in and start with our ingredients. Alrighty, so for this recipe, which again, I can't stress this enough, it is so very easy. You are going to need chocolate chips. And I have here, these are Ghirardelli 60% cacao, and seriously, they are delish, all right? And now the thing is that in this bag, there's only 10 ounces, and you really need 14, for this to work out as far as the proportions and so forth, because you also need a can of sweetened condensed milk. Now the can is 14 ounces and the bag is only 10 ounces. So you want that even ratio. So I just bought more chips. You can't go wrong with having more chocolate on hand, right? So yeah, I bought a bunch of bags. Also, you're going to need some vanilla, some pure vanilla extract. And I also have a little bit of sea salt. Seriously, you do not need much of this. And then also some garnish or some extra tasty bits to add to your fudge. I decided to go really decadent, and I got candied maraschino cherries. These are so good. You can, of course, use some, various nuts, macadamia, almond, pecan, what have you, go crazy. Crushed up bits of candy cane or peppermint, that works very nicely as well, or just add some more chocolate chips on top when you're done. So let us start with our chips. So again, going to need about 14 ounces. So bear with me. All right, so we have one full bag. Just have to have a little bit more. And the extra 4 ounces, that's about a half a cup. It's okay if we go a little bit over, but a little extra will not kill us. There we go. Okay, so now I am using a Pyrex dish because this is microwave safe, and that just lends itself to the whole ease of this project. So going to pop this into the microwave and put it in on high for 30 seconds, and then give it a little stir, 30 more seconds, give it a little stir, etc., until it is nice and liquidy. But you don't want to burn it. You don't want to overdo it. But just keep going until it is a nice, creamy, liquid, even texture. And then we will be ready for the next part. Alrighty, so I've been putting it in at 30-second increments and stirring, 30 seconds, stir, 30 seconds, stir, and it is a lovely, melty texture and consistency, all nice and even. All right, so when it is at that point, you then want to add your other ingredients. So going to add in 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract, the pure vanilla extract. There we go. Pop that in there. And then, oh, made a mess. There we go. And then going to add about roughly 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now, I think maybe we'll add a dash. How how about a dash? I don't know if a smidgen would be enough, but I'm thinking maybe a dash. Okay. So let's do a dash, and hopefully it won't go absolutely everywhere. All right, I'm right-handed, so there we go, that works. Again, it doesn't exactly have to be exact, but it helps. All right, so next up, we have our sweetened condensed milk. Just pour that right on in. It is so gloopy, my gosh. Now the magic happens when you start stirring in the condensed milk. And you will see it momentarily. Just let me get all the goodness out of here. There we go. And quite simply, start stirring. You know, at first you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, that's it? Yeah, guess what? That's it. It's really that easy. It's already starting to thicken. And as you keep going, it'll become really, really thick. And then you have to act. Now, what I should have said before is that you might want to have prepared a loaf pan or some other container that you would prepare by lining it with parchment paper, or if you either, I guess, butter it or grease it. But actually, I found an alternative to having to deal with cutting pieces of fudge, which the idea of that just drives me crazy. So I found an alternative, and look how thick this is already. This is so awesome. And then when it cools, it will harden and solidify and be absolutely awesome. Now, what I've decided is that instead of going the route of pouring it out into a container and then cutting it up after it's been chilled, now I decided that especially with things as they are these days, how about making little individual serving sizes from the get-go? And I will show you what I mean in just a moment. Just want to make sure this is nice and mixed. This looks so good already. It is so thick and so delish. Oh, love it. So what I decided is to use these little itty bitty cups. And I found these at Michael's. There's like 100 in here. And the batch that I had made previously to this, it made, I want to say, between 20 and 30. And it worked beautifully because you just fill one of these little cups up and, you know, just here, have some fudge. You know, like you don't have to worry so much. So going to experiment with a little scooper scoop that I have here. Hopefully it'll work out. If not, I could go back to my original technique, which was 2 spoons. So you just, you know, oh, yeah, that worked. That worked beautifully. Little bit of, you know, single serving fudge right there. And actually, this is going to go by a lot faster than my initial batch because I was struggling scooping it with 1 spoon and then scooting it out with another spoon. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And so then when you have all of these ready, you would then pop them into the fridge and let them sit for a couple of hours. And you would be good to go. But before that, you want to put in your embellishments. So for instance, I have my cherries right here. So before you pop them into the fridge, just take, ooh, this is a slippery little sucker. Take your little embellishment and pop it into the top, and how adorable is that? You do want to push it down so that it's not going to fall out once it has set. And, you know, the same thing is applicable to, you know, whether it's crushed up candy canes or nuts or what have you. So I'm going to finish prepping up the rest of these, and I will see you in just a moment. Be right back. All right, my dears, so this is the finished product. The others that I made, they are going to be popped into the fridge, but this is actually from a previous batch that I had made, which it's one of the few survivors, I tell you. I brought a whole bunch of these to work. They vanished. I mean, who can say no to fudge? And what's nice about these little cups is that, you know, you can just sort of peel it back and peel it back, and you have your little individual serving size all ready to go. You don't have to cut it up. You know, the idea of that is just, so, bon appetit. Now that is some rich goodness. Oh my. What I like about it is that it's very smooth, and it's not the kind of sweet that attacks you and makes your teeth hurt. No, it's sweet, but it's not over the top sweet. And I absolutely love it. And I have to finish this right now, if you don't mind. Good. Very, very good. Okay. Also, I really like the contrasting of the cherry as the sort of the embellishment, if you will. It's a really nice mix of the flavors. Granted, there's no crunch with the way that I had it. Another option, actually, that my mom suggested would be to take small little bits of pretzel, salted pretzel, and then put that on top. That could be really cool too. You know, a little bit of the sweet with the savory, a little bit of the crunch. It's worth trying, I think. So, that being said, these are delish. These are absolutely delicious, and I couldn't recommend them enough. You know, make up a bunch, and you know, maybe wrap up a little gift bundle of them. They are adorable. They are easy. They are quick. I mean, it takes, you know, like what, maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. So easy and no mess, because with those little cups that I used, you don't have to worry about scrubbing and worrying. In the Pyrex, I can put them in the dishwasher, no problem. So really hardly any mess, hardly any effort, but maximum sweet results. So listen, everybody, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will give them a try. All right, so you know what to do until next time. Stay inspired, stay cooking, stay making, stay sweet. Yeah, stay sweet, stay caffeinated, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. You have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.